So I am like this, and eventually, I'm talking to, somebody on cheapoair.com, and I gave my husband the phone. I said, call these people, the Marriott, hotel, and see if they have room for the night for us. So back and forth with Cheaper Air, trying to find a way to get there. They're trying, go through Russia and wherever, and still we wouldn't get there till Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And I'm like, the funeral is Wednesday morning. Is there no way for us to get there? And they said, sorry, ma'am. We've looked at all the flights from JFK, and there's not even at LaGuardia, for you to be able to get there on Wednesday morning. And this, mind you, was Monday night. This was Monday night. There were no flights during the day on Tuesday except Tuesday night that would take me anywhere near France. So I said, well, then we were going to have to figure out what we're going to do. Did we want to go get there on Thursday? I had booked the flight so that we were coming back. We were getting there Tuesday morning and then leaving France to come back on Friday. So I said, well, then our Friday flight to come back isn't going to happen there. So can you just, just fix it? You know what I mean? Rebook the flights and whatnot. And he goes, well, with TAP Portugal, to make any changes to that flight, even if we decided to go and stay till Saturday, first of all, they didn't even have flights coming back Saturday. It would cost us over $1,000 to change the flight, over $1,000 each to change the flight. I said, you know what, let it go. How about my flight from JFK to Washington Dulles? Can you change that? And he goes, yeah. So I said, I asked my husband, I said, how long do you want to stay here in New York? And he goes, 1 day. I said, okay. So I said, okay, so change that to, because it was now about 1 a.m. because I'd been on the phone with them for a long time trying to find a flight. So it was about 1 a.m. on Tuesday morning. And so, 1 day I said, okay, so then Wednesday we'll leave Wednesday. So they rebooked the flight for Wednesday for us to leave JFK to come back to Washington Dulles Airport. So we left the airport at about 1:30 in the morning, and we got to the hotel, the Marriott Hotel, at about 2 o'clock around or thereabout in the morning. And we get there, and so I give the lady my ID. At this point, I was speechless. I was just drained emotionally and physically. So I gave the lady my ID, and she goes, you checking in? I said, yes. She goes, we have no room. I said, what do you mean? My husband just called and, booked online. And she goes, yeah, that happens a lot. So there's a database that has to be synchronized. And so I guess it wasn't synchronized and the person thought you had room here. I said, but we don't have room. And those people, she pointed to a group of 3 people in the corner. She said they're in the same situation. They booked also over the phone and there's no room here. But, there's a hotel 1 mile down the road called Park Hotel that you guys can go to. I'm thinking to myself, okay, it is 2 something in the morning. How are we going to get there? And she goes, well, Uber, So my husband used his Uber app. It was going to cost us 1 mile down the road. It was going to cost us $50 to go 1 mile down the road. And of course, at this point, I hadn't had anything to eat from about 3 o'clock till 2 something in the morning. I'm getting a headache. And so around the corner, at that hotel, just right in there are some snacks and everything. You know how I can go and get it and just pay for it. So I went and I got a couple of snacks for me and my husband and 2 waters. And then I put it on the counter and I asked her, I said, how much? And she goes, it's complimentary. And I said, thank you. And I feel like she is the one person in New York that had compassion. She kept apologizing. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You know what? You guys, I'm booking you guys in that same hotel. Well, I'm recommending you whatever. She printed us something. You guys go to the same hotel. And if you guys can share, a ride there, then you would only pay $25. So she was trying to help. You know what I mean? And I'm standing there, I'm like, this day is evil. This day is evil. This is an evil day. This is evil. This is just pure evil. And that's what I'm just standing there just saying, this is just pure evil. So we get in the car with the guys, you know, the other group, and go down the road. And as we're going, the stench that starts entering the car from the outside was just overwhelming. It was starting to stink badly. I'm looking at these roads and it looks like alleys. I'm like, where the heck is this Park Hotel? Where is this guy taking us? I'm sure he was lost. So at the point where we got to a place where I'm saying, I'm praying that we pass through this place. This is disgusting. It stinks. It looks terrible. It's filthy. And he goes, okay, this is it. And I look around. I'm like, what the hell? It was, guys, I checked my app, where you are. We were in Queens. Queens, New York. Where in Queens? Chinatown. So we alighted from the car. There's this restaurant that looks like it's closed, like it's dilapidated, and right next to it was a small set of 2 glass doors, filthy as anything, and that right there said Park Hotel. Guess what the spelling was? P-A-R-C Hotel. When they had said Park Hotel, I'm thinking something on Park Avenue, child. I said, thank you, Jesus, after everything that we've been through. You're going to be gracious to us tonight. We're going to get some good sleep. It's almost like he laughed in my face. Yeah. So anyway, we go in there. There's nobody behind the counter. At this point, it's about 2:45 in the morning. And so finally, somebody comes from an elevator. An Asian guy, yay high, tattoos all up the neck, all up the arms, up the here, and 2 earrings in. Yeah, I was taller than him. And I'm short. So we booked, and he gave us our keys. He said, how long? I said, 1 night. Gave us our keys, and we got in the elevator and we went up. Elevator opened, we were looking for our room number, and as we stepped out, and then I took the second step, my feet in my shoes were sticking on the carpet. It was a dark, grungy, stinky hallway, muggy, black carpet, sticky. Oh my God. So anyway, we got to our room, opened the door, and it was exactly what I expected from that corridor and just that. It was exactly what I expected. I didn't want to touch anything. I'm like, I have to sleep in these. My husband was like, make sure you keep your socks on. So we get there. So we eventually slept at about 3:15 in the morning. Actually, no, I didn't, because I got back on the phone with the airlines trying to see if the Tap Portugal people could help me in any way. They're like, yeah, Mom, it's going to cost $1,200 each to change it. And I told her, I said, do you have any bereavement rates? Can I get my money back at least? Whatnot? She's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, we can't help you. And we can't get you to France till Thursday because there are no flights. It was a nightmare. And I'm weeping at this point because, first of all, I'm hungry. I have a headache. It has been a nightmare of a day. It was surreal. And I was sure I was going to wake up and tell my husband I had the worst nightmare in my life. I wasn't waking up. To finally force something, I gave up and I went to bed. 9:20 or so. Bang, 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 bang on the door. Ma'am, you checking out today? And I go, what is it? She goes, are you checking out? And I'm like, what? No. She said, okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. So I picked up the phone, called the front desk. And I said, our checkout is not supposed to be today. She goes, well, it is because you said 1 day. You're going to be here for 1 day. I said, yeah, but we got in here this morning. She goes, well, check-in is from 3 p.m. So until, and then checkout is at 11 o'clock in the morning. So anytime during that time is your 1 day. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And this was not a cheap hotel. It's $166 a night. I said, you know what? Book me for 1 more day. She goes, yes, ma'am, thank you. And then I click. Anyway, so the rest of the day, I can't even tell you, but that was, I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Day from hell, flights from hell, nightmare on nightmare in Queens, nightmare in New York, nightmare, I don't know what to call it. But so all my friends and family, if you want to hear what happened, I'm going to just send you this so that you know, you can just listen to it, because I can't keep saying it. It exhausts me. Our way back was a breeze. Smooth ride. I mean, people were extra nice everywhere. And I said, you know what, Lord, it's not funny. I am not amused. I am hurt beyond my heart, beyond hurt, that we weren't able to make it to say goodbye to my sister-in-law. And at least I saw her this year. Her brother hadn't seen her in years. And he didn't even get to say goodbye. I just find that deplorable. For whatever reason, and I know God has his reasons for everything, I'm waiting for the reason for this one. Because I have never in my life been through this kind of a horror. And I've traveled a lot. This was a nightmare. Friends and family, thank you for listening. Let me know if you've been through any of this. I still have to call the TAP Portugal Airlines people. I'm still trying to get my money back. I know it's probably going to be a battle, and I know they don't owe me anything because it wasn't their flight that was canceled, and they weren't the ones that booked the flight. But I'm going to see what I can do, because it just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, so this is it, and this is my story. This is my song. Thank you again.